भैया 9 बजा दिया, अभी इंट्री घर पे रह जाए। गुड मॉर्निंग।
गुड मॉर्निंग
चलो आवाज आ
सर।
रही। ओके, थैंक यू। So it is moving now, the slide is moving or not?
Yes, sir, it's moving.
Yes
There you
sir.
go. Let us start now. Okay. First of all, I should apologize for the mistake which I have committed in writing yesterday, and due to that I have changed the example. This is about the finding rate when you are compounding the annuity amount. So after a particular period of time, you get some amount, and and you are depositing some amount on regular basis. So what is the rate which is applicable? We wanted to calculate that. Calculation was all right. The only thing was that in writing, I have committed mistake in terms of the percentage. I have written years. That's why I was also confused how it happened. It was the writing mistake. Now I have changed this. Now, so after that, I will be shifting to the other side, which is related with the compounding over a period of time, the multiple compounding. I will be coming to that. So see this example. The finance company advertised that it will pay 12,000 at the end of 9th year, who deposit 1,000 every year for 6 years. Yeah. Not 6, hold on. Every year for 9 years. Okay. What rate of interest the finance company gives? So here, the future value of annuity 12,000. Every year deposit 1,000. So A is 1. 9 years N. So this is the 9th year, and rate of return that is to be calculated. There are 2 steps involved, as we know. First of all, find the future value factor of annuity. So this is the future value factor of annuity 12,000, amount 1,000. This factor is inclusive of the period 9. So and the rate of interest we are not knowing. So the R is not known, N is known. So 12,000 divided by 1,000, this is equal to future value interest factor of annuity. And it comes to 12. The second step, search 12 or near figure in annuity table for 9 years, because you are getting after 9 years. So this is the 9th year, and check the figure closer to 12, because this is 12. So we have to check the figure. Now I have written it so that in the 9th year, at 5% compounding, the value of 1 rupee, that is coming to the 11.027. At 6% it is 11.491. At 7% it is 11.976. Now check here. 7% it is 11.976. And at 8% it is 12.488. We want this 12. And when we are going from 7% to 8%, from 11.976, in 8% it has become 12.488. That means 12.5 almost, you can say, because only 0.488, only 2 is missing for making it 50%. So that will become 12.5. It means, and if you are going to check it here, 11.976, okay, it is much more closer to 12%. So the rate of, it is much more closer to 12. So the rate of return or the rate of interest what you are getting, it will be 7%, and it will be very close to 7%, because few days, few weeks you may consider it will be beyond the 7%. Just a very small percentage you will find. So it may be 7 point something. So the rate of return which you will be getting on your deposit of 1,000, where you are depositing for 9 years, and you are going to receive 12,000, then in that case your return will be almost more than 7% approximately. So this is the calculation which we make. Here there is a use of table. So if the table figures are available, that will make your work easy. If the table is not available, then the problem is that you will have to go for trial and error method. So any percentage you can start, and you will have to check 10,000 divided by 1,000 by the particular percentage, you will find how much it is coming. So you will have to, for a particular percentage, the value should come to 12. So the trial and error method, that will be helping you. No doubt in trial and error, as we know, the calculation will be in a position to analyze, okay, what will be the return which we are going to have. So now see how long will you wait. This part we have already considered. Here one thing is important which you have to take up. That part is that when you are finding this figure 1.1 to the power n, and it is equal to 3.4, then to know this n, you have to go for the log, which we have already considered, and it is the number of years that is your n, 10.8 years. Okay. Now see here, we have started this, and see its use is there in case of whenever we are going to deposit any money in the bank is promising us certain rate of interest, that okay, we will be giving you this much rate of interest. If it is being compounded annually, the same method, same pattern that will be used. If you are depositing every year, naturally annuity concept that will be applied, and every year the amount is same, naturally that will be used. If you are depositing different year, different amount, different period, naturally for the individual year you will have to calculate the return based on your timeline. But if you are depositing some amount, and the bank or financial institution that is going to promise you that okay, we will be giving you 10% rate or 8% rate, but at the same time we are going to compound interest, not annually, but maybe it is monthly, it is quarterly, it is annually, it is daily, whatever it is. And in that case, what will happen? The rate which has been quoted by the financial institution and the actual rate which you are going to get due to intra-period compounding, they will not remain same. The rate which has been promised by the financial institution, if it is being compounded during this period, either monthly compounding is there, in that case naturally it will be 12 times, because every month they are going to compound and you will be getting interest on the amount of interest also. So in that, if it is the 12 months period, if it is quarterly, then just after 3 months, you will be getting the first quarter, second quarter, third and fourth quarter. So in a year, 4 times they will be doing. If it is a semi-annually or half-yearly, then in that case, 2 times they will be compounding. So they will be giving you some amount of interest during 6 months period. And then after that will become the base for calculation of the next 6 months period. So what will happen then? Then the rate which has been quoted for the purpose of return, that will not remain same. That is going to change. So this part we will have to consider. Now I am going to, because some are waiting, I think. Okay. So in that case, your real rate of interest will be something different. That's why we are calling these two rates whenever we are going to take up the intra-period compounding. These two rates, they will be considered. One will be called nominal rate of interest and another one will be called the real rate of interest. And there are terminologies different. Some will be writing effective rate of interest. Some are writing effective rate of yield also. So because under different conditions they are being used in different manner. But the thing is, things are same. But the terminology used under different conditions, they are going to be different. That's why we are going to take up in this manner. So the nominal rate and the real rate of interest we have to consider. But if you are getting the compounding monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, the nominal and real rates are different. This is simply because you are getting interest on the intra-period interest also. So this is the case. Then the end result will be more in terms of rate and absolute amount, both. So if you are going to compare with the nominal rate of interest, which you are going to compound on an annual basis, and you are going to compound on semi-annually or quarterly or monthly, then in that case the absolute amount, the future value of your amount, that will be more, and the rate when you are going to calculate, that will also be more. So this is the situation. Now we have to take up this particular aspect very briefly, so this is one example. You deposit 10,000 in bank, which gives you 12% interest on deposit, compounded semi-annually. So how are we going to calculate? The interest will grow as follows. See here, 10,000 you are depositing. It is one-time deposit. So if we are taking the example of one-time deposit, so 10,000 you have deposited. Bank has promised you 12% rate of interest, and you are going to deposit it for 1 year. So this is a calculation which is meant for 1 year period. So compounded semi-annually. Then in this case, within 1 year, it will be compounded twice. So what will happen? In this case, the future value of the period 1 plus r to the power n is the basic formula which we are using for annual calculation of the value and the resultant interest. For compounding, what we are doing, the rate that will be divided, by how much? Here it is semi-annually, so the rate will be divided by 2, and the period that will be multiplied by the semi-annual calculation. So here it will be 2. So rate will be divided by 2, and the period, that because you are going to calculate it twice during the year. So the number of years, they will be multiplied by 2 in this case. If it is quarterly, then the rate will be divided by 4 and this will be multiplied by 4. So if it is for 1 year, so that will become to the power 4. And if the rate is, for example, the rate is 12% or 16%, so it is going to be divided by 4. If it is 12%, then it will remain only 3%. So the rate will be divided by 4 in case of quarterly, and this period will be multiplied by 4. Where m is the frequency of compounding during the year. So in semi-annually, it will be 2 times calculation. Now see here, 10,000 deposited. This is your A. 1 plus, and it is the 12% rate. So this is the semi-annual, that means 12 divided by 2 and 1 multiplied by 2 because this is 1 year. So 10,000, 1 point, so 1 plus 12.12 divided by 2, that is 0.06. So 10,000 multiplied by 1.06 to the power 2. So this value is coming 1.1236. This value. So 10,000 multiplied by this, it is coming 11,236. If compounded annually, the future value will be 10,000. It will be 1 plus 1.2 to the power 1. Then in that case, it will become 11,200. How much additional you are getting? You are getting additional 36 rupees. The real rate of interest is on 10,000 deposit. Your interest, your total amount is 12,036. In terms of its value, you are getting 12.36% of return in place of 12%. So 1,236, you are getting this interest, and 10,000 you are depositing. The 12 is your rate of return. The total amount, here it is 11,200, here it is 11,236 rupees. So this is the return which you are going to receive on your deposit when you are going to compound. If suppose you are depositing only 100 rupees, then in that case, it is going to be what? This is same. So this factor is going to remain same. So it is 112.36. Rate of return is going to be same, 12.36. And the amount, no doubt, the amount will be, because you are depositing on 100 rupees, so it is 112.36. So the rate of return, in this case, that is going to remain same, because the compounding period, that is same, the rate of interest, that is same. So interest is going to be, the rate of interest is going to be same. Now see here, if you deposit 5,000 rupees and the interest on deposit promised by the bank is 16% per annum. If the interest is compounded quarterly, what will be the value of deposit at the end of 3 years? So what is here? This is the amount which you are depositing, one-time deposit. 1 plus, this is your 16%. Okay. So you are going, it is going to be compounded quarterly. So divided by 4 to the power 3 multiplied by 4. So that will become 3 multiplied by 4, 12. Now here 1 plus 0.16 divided by 4, that is 1.04 to the power 12. Okay. So 5,000 will become the value, future value, interest factor, future value, that will be coming to 8,005.161. So the interest you are getting how much? Because you have deposited 5, you are getting interest 3,005. So 3,005 you are getting in 3 years divided by 3, and you are getting on 5,000, and it is going to be converted into 100. So your return in this case will become 20.03. Because you are depositing for 3 years. That's why it has increased from 16% to 20.03%. If you are depositing for 1 year, this rate will be reduced. If you are depositing for 2 years, this rate will be reduced from 20.03. So the rate will increase or rate will decrease based on the time, how much time you have deposited it, and the rate at which you have deposited. So the compounding part, whenever we are going to consider, we will have to take up that how many times we are going to convert. Now I am giving you a very simple table which is going to give you basic idea related to that. Now see, compounding nominal rate that has been 12% in all the cases. Real or effective rate. Okay. So if you are doing annual compounding, naturally it is not going to change, because in case of nominal and real, only once you are going to do this compounding, so it is going to remain same. In case of semi-annual, the 12% rate we have already calculated, 12.36%. Your real rate that will become 12.36%. Here it was 12 because you have only 1 year compounding, annual compounding at the end of the year. Here it is semi-annual compounding. So within year, 2 times you are going to compound. So your real rate that will be 12.36%. You are going to do it quarterly. Okay. So it is going to increase because you are compounding 4 times. So 12.55. We are considering that. You are going to compound it monthly basis. Then it will what will happen? 12 times you are going to do. Naturally it is going to increase. So 12.68%. If you are going to do it on daily basis, then that is also going to increase further to 12.73%. For continuous compounding also, because we are considering that okay, daily is that how long will we do, but sometimes you will find that it is not only daily, because in case of unorganized sector lending, you are going to go to the vegetable market, you will find that okay, there's some children, they are selling some vegetables in their hand, moving from one part to the other part. They generally take loan in the morning and they have to return this money in the evening. And they have to pay interest on that. So in that case, it is not even 24 hours, it is on the 12 hours basis. So that can be calculated hourly also. So generally we say that okay, 12.73%, when it is 12% rate of interest and you are going to have on continuous basis, 12.73 we are going to take up like this. So the compounding part, whenever we are considering, there are certain things which we have to keep in mind, that the compounding that can be made on a semi-annual basis or quarterly basis or monthly basis, your effective rate or the real rate, that will be much more than the nominal rate of interest. So these are the basic things which we have to understand related to the compounding. There are some others also which we generally consider in case of this compounding. Say for example, your rate of interest is going to increase as the period you are going to increase. So there is a growth in the rate of interest. So growth is also one component we are using for the purpose of growing annuity. So that part is there, but we are not going to discuss that. Basic purpose of discussion of this is, no doubt, it is simply mathematics, not even mathematics, this is simply arithmetics, where you are going to calculate the percentages and all. But the thing is that its application we have to understand, and its implication also we have to consider. That what will happen and how, if suppose something is going to be decided and it is being done on compounding, is being done on semi-annual basis or quarterly basis, what type of return you are expecting. So there are certain situations in which you will find. Generally, in case of banks, we are finding that okay, they are doing this compounding semi-annual basis. So the rate whatever they have promised, it is more than that. So this is the part which is related with compounding. In the beginning, we have already discussed, because this is the time value of money. So what we have done so far, the money whatever we are depositing, either this time, one time, or we are depositing over a period of time. And on those deposits, we are getting some rate of return in the form of interest. We have tried to calculate what will be its value in future. You are depositing 1,000 rupees today, the bank is giving you 12% rate of interest compounded annually So you are going to calculate on the basis of that okay, on 1,000 deposited at the end of the year, 12%, 120 rupees will become my interest. So the total will be 1,120 rupees. We have calculated. What we have done? Present amount, what is future value. We have calculated like that. And we are more comfortable about with this particular calculation and with the system. Reason is that in our school days we have been taught like that. But if suppose I am not interested in knowing, okay, I am depositing this much amount today and how much I am going to receive after a particular period of time. But I am receiving some money in future. I am receiving some money in future. It may be after 4 years, 5 years, or 10 years, I am going to receive that money. What will be its value today? What we are doing? So in this case, it is just reverse of that. I am depositing this much. What will be its value tomorrow? Here, I am getting this much amount tomorrow. What is its value today? So the amount is of tomorrow and value we are going to calculate, it is the present one. That's why we are having the reverse side of that. We have to calculate the present value of future amount. We will have to calculate what is that. It is the present value of the future amount. I am getting after 1 year. Okay. Say for example, if I am depositing 100 rupees, I am getting 100 rupees at the end of the year, December. And this is the month of January. I am interested in knowing that, okay, if I am getting 100 rupees after 12 months, how much its value will be today? So the concept of time value of money is that the earlier money is better money. You are not getting early, you are getting after 12 months. If its value today, that will be less. As we have considered that, okay, I have some money today, I am going to invest, I will be getting some additional amount in future. Similarly, if I am getting some amount in future, its value today, if I am going to calculate on the basis of this formula, this concept, that the early money is better money, 1 rupee of today is better than 1 rupee of tomorrow. If you are going to consider that, then the 1 rupee which you are going to receive in future, its value today, if you are going to calculate, it will be less than 1 rupee. The analogy is very simple, clear, that 1 rupee of today is better than 1 rupee. It means that the 1 rupee of tomorrow value today will be lesser than that. So 100 rupees if I am getting after 1 year, today will not be 100 rupees. The concept goes like this. So the present value calculation, now see, in case of this present value, why we are getting there, why we have to calculate that, why we are going to understanding the reverse format. The purpose is whenever we are going to receive any money in future, that receipt is in terms of that receipt is in relation of some expenses which we are making now. If we are receiving some amount in future, the reason behind that receipt is that we have deposited or we are going to use this money today and then after we will be considering it for the future period. So the future will be giving, okay, for example, you are investing in a machine. Okay, the investment in a machine is that you have purchased the machine, you have got it installed. So 10 lakhs of rupees, suppose you have used for that. Okay. The return on this machine you are not going to get just after 1 year, just after its installation. You are going to get return over 5 years, 10 years period, or till the life of this machine, whatever is the determined life you are considering that. So the machine is going to generate revenue for you, it is going to generate cash inflow for you. But that is not one time, it is going to generate cash inflow for you over a period of time. But your investment has been today. What you have to do in that case, you will have to compare the two. But the comparison is not possible. Why? Because one you are doing today and other one you are going to get over a period of time in future. So what you have to do in that? whatever future money you are getting, that will have to be discounted by a particular percentage. When you are going to discount it for a particular by a particular percentage, you will be getting value for that period. The concept of this present value, it is very important in case of your long-term investments. Whenever you are going to make this long-term investment, you have to calculate what is the present value of my return which I am going to get after a period of time. So there are no doubt, as we know about this, that the future is always uncertain. You cannot say with certainty that whatever calculations you have made about your return in future, they will hold good all the time. There is no chance. It may be less, sometimes it may be more also. So there is an element of risk. So whenever we are calculating certain type of evaluation, whenever we are making on our present investment and future return, we are also including the term of risk involved in that particular return. So the additional aspect. But here we will not be considering the risk because the calculation of risk and other things, they will be coming at the later stage. Here we are simply going for the understanding related to the present value of your future amount. So this is the background in which we have to understand this. Now coming to the calculation side, very simple calculation, very simple, easy formula you will be getting. And as I have told you, 1 plus r to the power n is the basic factor. You will find here also. It may be taking the different place. That is one thing. But 1 plus r to the power is a common factor which you will always find in case of discounting or compounding. But it may be 1 divided by, or it may be 1 minus something divided by. That will depend. Now here there are three situations which we have to consider. Just in case of the earlier compound amount, present value of one amount discounted at a particular rate of discount. You are getting one amount after a period of time. So, and you are going to discount that particular amount to know its present value. Now about this discount. See, what should be the rate of discount? See, in case of compounding, it was very simple. Bank gives you 12% interest, bank gives you 6% interest. So you are going to calculate with the help of 12% or 6%, there is no problem. But here at what rate you are going to discount, that will have to be decided by you. It is not like in case of financial institution, okay, the bank gives me 12%, so calculation becomes easy. But here, you will have to calculate, you will have to consider that what will be a fair discount rate. Now the question is that how are you going to determine it? The discount rate determination, that will depend on the nature of the economy, the supply of money in the market, the rate of inflation, the company's own choice, what the company is intending and how far it is going to be kept within the company. These factors, sometimes subjective one, they will have to be taken into account. And then the discount rate that will be considered. That's why you will find the terminology which we are using for the purpose of discount, they are showing. One is the hurdle rate. We are also calling them the hurdle rate. What is that hurdle rate? That rate which we are considering that beyond that, if the result is positive, we will be considering. So hurdle rate we are considering. Generally, we are using this term discount rate. So at what rate we are going to discount? That discount rate will depend on your rate of interest. The discount rate will depend on the cost of capital of your investment. The discount rate will depend on the wholesale price index which you are going to consider. Discount rate will depend on inflation because this wholesale price index is related to inflation. So you may be considering that okay, this is the inflation rate, and if we are going to discount by this particular rate, it will be all right. So there's some justification, some quantitative and some qualitative understanding that will have to be there. Company has got also its own experience about this discounting. So company may be considered that okay, we have found that okay, such type of situation, such rate that is more suitable rate has given the correct result now. So the rate itself, at what rate you are going to discount, that will depend on these different factors. the nature of the economy, what is the position of the economy, what is the inflation which is operating in the economy, what is the cost of capital, okay, how much money you are paying for the acquisition of resources for the population within the company, and at what rate you are going to, for example, you are going to receive money from the bank. Suppose you are receiving money from the bank at 12% rate of interest, so you will say that okay, my discount will not be 12%, it may be more, because there are so many other expenses also that is being made. So that maybe you may consider that okay, it will be more than that. So the discount rate, that is an important factor. Detailed discussion that will follow when we are going to consider the long-term investment, that what will be the discount rate. But for the purpose of our calculation and understanding the time value of money, we are simply considering that okay, the future amount that will have to be discounted. The very simple understanding, the simple thing, the future amount that will have to be discounted. Naturally, once you are going to discount it, it is not going to increase, it will be reduced. So your present value will always be less than future value. The present value will always be less than the future value. Why? Because you are discounting your future value. So once you are going to discount your future value, and you are going to say that okay, this is the present value, the particular rate of discount, they will be generally less than your future value. This is one. Present value of different amount received at different periods. That will also be calculated differently, because different one money you are getting after 1 year, other amount you are getting after 2 years. And suppose the amount is same, but the finance people will say that its value is not same. Ugly money is better money. So the amount whatever you are receiving in the beginning or at the end of year one, and the amount may be same, which you are going to get at the end of year two, in terms of value when you are going to discount, they are same. So 1,000 you are getting in first year and 1,000 you are getting in the second year. Their value in terms of time value of money, they are not going to be same. We are understanding, we are. Then in that case, what you have to do? You will have to calculate the present value of the different amount received at different period, discounted by a particular rate. So all year, the calculations will have to be made accordingly. That means for the different year, the calculations will be made. You are getting after 3 years, the discounting of that amount will be for 3 years period. You are getting after 2 years, the discounting of that amount will be for 2 years period. You are getting after 1 year, the discounting of that amount will be for 1 year period. The basic idea here is in case of two, is the present value of different amount received at different period will be discounted at a particular rate. So rate remaining the same, we are considering the different period, and we can also suppose you are getting from different sources and you want to calculate at different rates also, that can also be calculated, there is no problem. The third situation is similar to our other compounding. Present value of annuity amount discounted at particular. You are getting same amount every year. For example, you have purchased the life insurance policy. Okay, and it is going to retire after 25 years. So, and up to this 25 years you have paid. So every year you have paid the same amount. So that is your premium. And after that, if suppose you are having this retirement scheme, retirement plan, then what will happen? Then you will be getting the amount, you will be getting that particular amount from the future period. That means the amount you are going to get every year same. They are going to fix the annuity amount for all the years to come. So 25 years you have paid some amount, and after 25 maturity, if you are having the pension scheme, then they will be fixing your annuity amount, and every year you will be getting same amount. So in that case, if suppose after 25 years you are going to, and it is going to start after 25 years, and you want to calculate its value today when you have started to deposit this money, and you want to calculate that okay, what is the value of that money which I am going to give, which I am going to receive at the end of the 21st year, second year, 23rd, 24th, 25th, and all that. That type of calculation, if the amount is same, this annuity concept that will be applied. Okay. So these are the three different conditions in which we will have to understand how the discounting that is going to take place. Now coming to the first one. Present value of one amount discounted at a particular rate of discount. Okay. Formula. Here we are not writing future value because this is the present value in which we are interested. And it is the future value or it is the future value or a number of years or simply we are writing A. So this is the amount. So one time receipt you are considering. So present value, that is the amount whatever you are receiving. Now see this factor. 1 divided by 1 plus r to the power n. It is here, it is 1 divided by. Earlier in case of future, a multiplied by 1 plus r to the power n. For discounting, 1 divided by 1 plus r to the power n. So this is the present value or one receipt at the end of the year. The present value, PV is the present value, F or A is the future value or amount. If you are getting 1,000 rupees after 1 year, what will be its value if it is discounted at 10%? Very simple example is here. If you are getting rupees 1,000 after 1 year, what will be its value today if it is discounted at 10% rate? So you are interested in knowing the present value. Amount is 1,000. So this will be multiplied by 1 divided by 1 plus r to the power n. It is here, it is mentioned that, okay, you are here you are getting after 1 year, so this will become 1. If you are getting after 2 years, so this will become 2. If after 3 years, it will become 3. 1 plus r, that is 10%. So 1 plus r to the power n. So 1 divided by 1 plus r to the power n. So this is 10%, that is 0.1. So 1 plus 0.1, that is 1.10. So 1 divided by 1.10. Then that will have to be multiplied by 1,000 because you have to be interested in calculating the value of 1,000 rupees. So here, if you are going to calculate the 1 rupee value, then the 1 rupee value at the beginning of the period, that will become 0.909009. If you are getting 1 rupee after 1 year, which you are discounting at 10% rate, its value today will become 0.909009. It will not remain 1. So why? Because you are getting it after a year. So its value is definitely going to be less than that. So it will become 90.9 paise. It's going to be 90.9 paise after 1 year discounted at that time. Now see here, this is 1,000 and 1 point divided by 1.10. So this is 1,000 multiplied by 1.10. So this is same 10,000, 1,000 divided by 1.1. So here it is 909.90909. So 1,000 rupees is value which you are receiving at the end of the year. Its value today is not 1,000. It is 909 rupees when you are going to discount at 10%. Now try to understand, if I am going to reduce this discount rate, this value is going to increase. So there is an inverse relationship. If I am going to increase this discount rate, this value is going to reduce. If suppose this is at 10% rate, if I am going to increase this rate to 15%, the discount rate, naturally its value is going to be less than that. So here you have to understand that there is an inverse relationship between the rate of discount and the value whatever you are getting. If the discount rate you are going to increase, the value is going to reduce. Similar is the case with the period. If you are getting some amount after a period, then its value will be much lesser as compared to the earlier money whatever you are receiving. So here, present value 1000 multiplied by 0.909, 9.9.09, so 909.1 paisa you can say that its value is not 1000, discounted at 10% rate, its value is this. How has been calculated? Here is the factor. 1 divided by 1 plus r to the power n. N is 1 because it is only for a year. Here is only 1 year period. So
Sir,
this is
now we have another class.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir, but try to be in time because mostly we start at 9 and because most of the students they are joining and it is at least 5 to 7 minutes in allowing the people. But okay, what you can do because due to this uh, online classes sometimes we face this problem. Okay, then we will continue with the same tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.